Hey, what's up guys, it's Bugsy here, and today we're going to be looking at what would have happened if Sasuke never left the village. These are all of course just speculation and theories, they're not complete fact, so let's get into it. I've got 3 points for you guys on what could have happened. So first off, we've got Naruto never becomes Hokage. Now, we all know from countless times in Naruto saying it, he wanted to become Hokage. Even before Sasuke, Naruto wanted to become Hokage mainly so that he could finally be recognized by the people of the village. However, it's quite obvious that Sasuke was Naruto's biggest motivator when it came to becoming Hokage. After Sasuke left the village, Naruto continued with his becoming Hokage goal, but it was pretty obvious that the underlying goal was to find and bring back Sasuke. I think that during his journey of getting Sasuke, it required a lot of willpower. Naruto's best way to probably get this willpower was motivating himself by holding on to the Hokage goal. So if Sasuke never left, Naruto probably would have given up on becoming Hokage later on in the series. Sasuke kept his motivation fueling, so without him leaving, that motivation pretty much goes away. Our second point is that Sasuke doesn't become as powerful. Now, it's pretty obvious that in the end of Shippuden, Sasuke is extremely powerful. He's got the Rinnegan, he's managed to get his Sharingan to very high power, and if we backtrack, he's practically mastered the curse mark. However, it's quite reasonable to say that he would have never reached this maximum potential if he had never left the village. Leaving the village provided him with experience that include fighting, training, and in general powering himself up to be on par with people like Itachi and other very high-level characters. If Sasuke never hadn't left, he most likely would have dropped his goal to avenge his clan, and since this is what motivated him to reach his highest power, he probably wouldn't have become so strong. Now, this final point is a bit debatable, and pretty much it can probably be opposed with some logic, but it's that the Akatsuki end up winning. And by this I mean they destroy the Leaf Village, and their ultimate goal of finding true peace for the world pretty much is complete. Although this point is debatable, it could be said that the Akatsuki would end up winning if Sasuke hadn't left. This point also refers to the first point in saying that Sasuke was a huge motivator for Naruto. If Sasuke doesn't leave, Naruto gets quite strong and still receives Jiraiya's training, most likely due to the fact that he still has the tailed beast and the Akatsuki are still coming for him. So Jiraiya still steps in to help out Naruto, gain the defense and the just in general the power that he needs to live through what the Akatsuki are going to do to him, or at least try to do to him. But if Sasuke doesn't leave, but that doesn't mean he will reach as strong as he was before. He went through a lot of training simply because he wanted to get Sasuke back. If Sasuke doesn't leave, he doesn't train as hard, meaning he doesn't get as powerful, meaning he would have a chance at not being able to defeat Pain or any Akatsuki in general. The reason this point is debatable though is that Sasuke plus Naruto could be quite the combo, and could have been able to defeat the Akatsuki together if Sasuke had stayed back and they both trained together. They probably together could have been a bit of a good combo and managed to defeat the Akatsuki, but once again this is debatable. Or Naruto may have possibly received enough training to defeat Akatsuki. Although Naruto's training would have been less than what he had if Sasuke hadn't left, he still might have gotten enough to defeat them. We can't be sure, which is why this point is so controversial. So essentially what I'm trying to say is that if Sasuke hadn't left, a lot of dramatic changes could have happened in the series. There's probably a big chance that the series would have had to die out or something, because the underlying big part of the series was that Naruto wanted to get Sasuke. That was his only motivation, really, or at least a big, huge chunk of it. And without that motivation, what happens to Naruto? Pretty much everything that we don't want to see happen. It's pretty much the opposite of what the series is currently, where, he's super powerful, he has a ton of willpower, motivation, confidence in what he can do. And although he was like this before Sasuke ever left, it was definitely increased when he found that he had to bring Sasuke back. He knew that he had to bring him back, not only for Sakura, but in general as his friend, or his brother. Obviously they're not brothers, but I think Naruto did consider himself as a sort of brother, if you know what I mean, to Sasuke. So it would probably be a huge change for the series. A lot of characters would have been affected, and pretty much the main objective of the series wouldn't really have existed, and it would just dry it out, you know? There's not much content that you can give out if there's no, like, specifically in Naruto, if there's no rivalry sorry, between Sasuke and Naruto. You know, however, I could see that there would still be the rivalry due to the fact that before Sasuke had left, Naruto still wanted to surpass him when it came to training. This can be seen when, you know, they're training with Kakashi about chakra control, and they're training on the trees, and Sasuke and Naruto completely exhaust himself after Sakura, like, completely just destroys the training, you know, but Sasuke and Naruto completely exhaust themselves, like going day and night, training on that chakra control on those trees, trying to walk up it with their chakra, because it was like a competition for them. But at the same time, you can see that their bond completely fuels their power, you know. Without their bond, not much can happen for them, because they don't have any motivation, you know, they don't have any willpower left in them. So I think Sasuke is easily one of the most important characters when it came to the development of Naruto, as a series and as a character. So yeah, in conclusion, the whole layout of the series would have been completely different if Sasuke hadn't left, and realistically, it'd probably have been boring, and we would have never seen the characters reach their maximum potential. So this basically just adds on to everything I was saying. Sasuke, although I personally disliked him during the series, but you have to admit that he was definitely a huge key factor in the success of the series, and in general the character development and the drama going on. What kept the series interesting, you know, was Naruto's fuel, like what kept him going. It always was just amazing to look at, and pretty much that was Sasuke, you know, that was what fueled him. So yeah, that's it guys, I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, definitely leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new, because much more content like this is going on. And I know this is my first Naruto related video, but much more coming out soon, specifically theory videos. I also just uploaded the second episode of the modded series, so definitely check that out. Alright, peace out guys.